What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another episode of Grey Man Operations, and welcome to my first impressions review of the Canik Mete SF. As you know, if you are a patron, I'll be giving away a combat version of this firearm next week on the channel. It'll be exactly like this, except it'll have fiber optic front sight, it'll have an upgraded trigger and a threaded barrel. If you aren't a patron and want to get in on that, you can join on Patreon via the first link in the video description below if you're watching on YouTube. And the first comment if you found this video on Facebook or Instagram, guys. In order to be eligible for prizes, you have to be a paid Patreon member. I don't mind if you're a free member, but you unfortunately aren't going to be eligible for prizes. Now, I'm calling this a first impressions review because I'm 850 rounds in. I had planned everything so perfectly to be 1,000 rounds in, but I was pretty much sick for the entire of December and a little bit of November as well, so I didn't get to go to the range and do my full 1,000 rounds. So the full review is now going to be a 2,000 round review. So I'm still classing this as a first impressions review, even though I'm 99% to my 1,000 rounds. I want to be fair to you guys and make sure I put at least 1,000 rounds through it. So it's going to be a 2,000 round review. In the review, we're going to look at three main things, being it's a first impressions: reliability, shootability, and upgradeability. And then there's going to be some small extras. Now, first of all, reliability, and this is a very important thing that I want to talk to you about. Running the firearm with the supplied mags, I have had 100% reliability, but I'm going to show you something that might happen if you run the firearm with an SFX mag. So, mag is empty, firearm is empty. I'm now going to chamber a round, so don't freak out. I'm going to put the round in the SFX mag. Now, if you do an emergency reload and you're running an SFX mag and you drive the mag into the fire and you keep pressure upwards when you release the slide, you will get this situation. Basically, the mag is too far up into the breech face chamber area and it stops the slide from going forward. Now, to solve this problem, it's your simple immediate action drill, tap, rack, and you are good to go. You now have a chambered round. This is a good opportunity for me to show you the loaded chamber indicator right there, because I'm not going to show it to you again after this. But the firearm has a loaded chamber indicator. Now, let me just empty this quickly. If you take an SFX mag, which is the mag that I've been showing you, remember this is not the mag that comes with the Canik, this is a mag that comes with your full-size Canik SFX. And you simply seat that mag without any added pressure to the base of the SFX mag. It will then chamber around and you'll be good to go. So that is something that you just need to need to pay attention to. If I take an SF mag, the mag that comes with the Canik Mete SF, I hope you guys are staying with me here because this can get quite confusing. Put a round in there and if I drive the mag in and I press it up as hard as I can with the correct mag, you don't get that problem. So it's only with the SFX mags where if you continue to apply upward pressure as you drop the slide when you're doing a mag change, you might get that jam situation. It's happened to me like intermittently, and initially I didn't know what it was. And then I spoke to Canik about it, and Canik explained to me what the problem was, but they were very adamant, put it in your video, which is something I really appreciate. A lot of companies would want this covered up, hide, we don't want it going out to the world. Canik was super honest about it. They were like, if it happened, put it in there. We're not going to tell you how to run your videos. And at the end of the day, for me, most importantly, you guys, the people who watch it, are the most important people on the channel. Now, once I figured out that problem and I basically, small training adjustment, we had absolutely no issues. I just removed my hand from the base plate when dropping the slide. Had absolutely zero problems. When using the proper mags that come with the firearm, I had absolutely zero problems. So, I don't know, you can kind of say it's 100% reliability set rating, but you also have to say that jam does exist. So you use that how you want to use it. If you don't have an SFX or a mag like the SFX mags, you won't have an issue. I do also want to say, for the entirety, since I got this firearm, I have not cleaned it once. I've basically run straight out of the box, 800 odd rounds, close to 900. No cleaning, no nothing, and beyond the explained jam, I've had no other issues. The next thing I want to talk to you guys about is shootability. Guys, different firearms work for different people, and this is a very subjective point of view, but the Canik's grip and grip angle suit my way of presenting a firearm perfectly. I've never had less trouble finding a red dot than I have since I started running the Caniks. With the Caniks, I present and it's like I make no adjustment. The dot's right there, and 99% of the time it's like dead center in the window. The grip angle and grip size is really nice. I've let a few people hold my gun, which now that I say it doesn't sound nice, but there's actually no other way to say that. And they all agree the new Mete SF over the old Mete SF definitely feels different in the hand. It's meaty. That's the best way I can describe it. It's like the grip fills your hand in such a way that there's much less room for movement. I almost want to say much less grip pressure required because the grip fills my hand. Now that's very subjective because different people have different hand sizes, so I can only really say that for me. But the feel of the grip in the hand is really nice, and the grip texture is also really nice. It's like a sandpapery style texture. I only wish it would be there and there as well, but the texture itself is really, really nice. And then obviously Canik's trigger. The Canik basic trigger, the trigger you get with the firearm, is probably as good as most firearm manufacturers' upgraded triggers. And their upgraded triggers, which is this trigger right here, which is the one you're going to win if you are a patron and you win the competition next week, is like a competition trigger. The Canik triggers are, if you ever get the Canik, the thing you need to upgrade last, or probably don't ever need to upgrade, is the trigger. So in terms of shootability for me, the grip angle, the grip texture, the grip size, and the way the way I present the firearm, it's a very shootable gun, and I find it very comfortable to shoot because I just feel like there's more grip in my hand. I don't know if that makes sense to you. And then upgradeability. For me, that's very important. As my firearm journey has gone on, I've come to discover that manufacturers very rarely know how to make a gun to suit everyone. So the ability to upgrade your firearm is extremely important. And one of the biggest deals on going from the top down is the new optic cutout. Now, all Caniks, all modern Caniks pretty much, I don't know if you can still buy ones that don't, but all modern Caniks come with an optic cut. And what I like about the new Mete SF optic cut is it's slightly longer than the original TP9 Mete SF optic cut. So what that means is you can find plates that will allow you to fit pretty much any optic. A RMSC footprint mounts natively, but if you want to run something like this, the Siley that I'm testing is an RMR footprint, and you can also even run something like an Aimpoint Acro, which has the same cutout as the new Mete SF. So you can run pretty much any optic, and that's a massive deal for me because I hate the idea of limiting people to a specific size window or a specific brand of optic, because I believe in competition you find the best gear. And then everything else you see here, except the weapon light and obviously the optic, you get in the box, right? So you don't really need to upgrade this firearm. I am going to, for the next 1,000 rounds, I'm going to install a lightened recoil spring. The nice thing about Canik, especially for South Africa, is Canik is very much here. So everything you want to buy for your Canik is available in country, and if it's out of stock, they get stock in fairly rapidly. Pretty much everything is available pretty much all the time, which I really appreciate, because for me, upgradability and customizability to each and every different kind of shooter is very important. Something I wanted to talk to you about is extras. Obviously, you can mount any red dot. The guys you want to speak to about plates are SA Laser Engraving or Slick. Holsters, I find in South Africa at the moment, the holster guys to go for Caniks is Shinobi Kydex. They seem to have the formula down just right. So if you are running a Canik, if you're running a Mete SF or pretty much any kind of Canik, the guys at Shinobi Kydex have a very, very good holster formula that will definitely sort you out. So guys, that is my first impression, initial impressions of the Canik Mete SF. This is my EDC firearm that I've been running for a few months. Full review will be coming once I hit 2,000 rounds. Obviously, I'm still going to review the Siley Dot as well, which is close to 1,000 rounds, so we're going to be doing that soon. I do want to just say I won't be filming another video until the new year. You're probably watching this on like Sunday, what is it, the 29th? I don't even know. The days are crazy. So I want to wish you all a happy new year, safe new year, guys. Be careful out there. Don't do anything stupid. Remember, New Year's is one day. If you mess it up, it can mess up the rest of your days. So just be cautious, be careful. If you are an EDC, if you are a first responder, remember you've got the responsibility to be prepared and to be responsible for what goes down for your tribe and for the people around you. That is it, guys. Have a good one. Be safe. Train hard. Cheers. God bless.